Hi, my name is Jennifer, and this is just going to be my journey of training our horse. I'm new to horse training and still learning, so by no means am I a professional or anything like that. So, what I want to do is number one, just kind of have my motivation to be able to look back on this particular horse's journey and another one that we've got over here too that I'm going to be working with this year. I use a combination between Clinton Anderson and Parelli, some stuff Parelli. Most of it comes from Clinton Anderson, and just practicing some things that we need along the way. I am a mother of three little girls, and two of them ride. One of them's only two, and this is real life. Like, I am crunching time today to be able to work with this horse, just in between, kids being at school and all that. So I would love to be able to have an hour and a half every single day, 6 days a week, to be able to train these horses. That'd be amazing. But that is not my life right now. So what I wanted to do today was ride. It's supposed to rain a little bit later. So we'll see. I'm going to work with him a little bit. But this is just going to be my journey. And what I really hope to do, other than just keep myself inspired by how far he's come, also maybe inspire you that even though you don't know what you're doing, as far as horse training goes, you just kind of dive in and learn and work with it. You're kind of training yourself along with training your horse. It's kind of nice. I've actually been riding. I grew up riding. I did pony club. My two oldest girls do pony club now, but by no means was I like this big time rider. I learned a lot when I was younger, and then like most girls do, when college time comes around, they excuse me, sir. He's very impatient. That's one of the things we're going to be working on. But, most girls, when they go away to college, they kind of get out of riding. But I always wanted horses, and I knew they would later on be in my life. And so now we live here in Southern Virginia and on a 12-acre farm. We are currently building this barn. It's not quite done yet. From this angle, it looks pretty good. But we're getting there on it. And we've got 4 horses and 5 stalls available. So, that means there'll be another horse coming sometime soon. So this horse that I'm getting ready to work with, we bought him last summer. So about 6 months ago, maybe almost 7 months ago. He is a 6-year-old halflinger. His name is AppleJack. We call him AJ. I started working with him last summer. And then he is for my middle daughter, who is a more timid rider. And so my goal in this is to create a horse that is suitable for a beginner rider. I mean, that's what I want to do, because there's so few of those horses in the world. And we searched and searched and searched. And unless you want to spend $30,000, $40,000, you're just not going to find that right now, unless you come across somebody doesn't know what they have. And so he came from a farm that did mostly trail riding, which I thought was great. And he's just got the personality to be that. He's just a little bit green. And so I started last summer working with him. We've been working through mostly Clinton Anderson's training program. And then I ended up towards the end of the year taking him to his first show, and wanted to kind of introduce him to that. We'd actually did 2 shows last year. While he did great for me, he still is not like perfect for her. So coming back to these foundational trainings is going to be key for him, because the one thing that he does is he will test. And I think he will work out of it because he gives up pretty easily. So I think the more consistency that I can give him will then in turn make him better for her, and he won't end up testing her. I think it'll just be something, at least for him for now, at this age and this early in his training, it'd be best for me to get a good 4 to 5 rides on him a week if I can. You know what that's like if you have kids and horses. It's a big, lovely gamble on who gets what time. Luckily, my 2 older daughters ride too. So I'm going to go ahead and get him out here. Like I said, I wanted to ride today, but I don't know if that's going to happen right now. It just kind of depends on the weather. I'll kind of add that video towards the end if I do. But for right now, I'm going to get him out and pick his feet. And he gets kind of antsy on the cross ties Sometimes we'll see. And I'll show you what we can do. I mean, scooch around here. So I'm just going to pick his feet out really quick. He's kind of wet and muddy and, stand still. It's kind of wet and muddy, so might be good that we're not riding right now. Yeah, you need to dry off some more. So let me go get my hoof pick. So like I said, this really is more so videos just for myself. I mean, if you want to follow along, great, but it's not going to be a lot of like pretty editing or anything like that. I'll just get you a little cleaned up here, bud. He's standing pretty good today. Nice and quiet. Sometimes he kind of just dances around here, and I don't like that, obviously. That's very bad characteristic there. So if he was, which I'm glad he's not because it's so muddy, but if he was, then I would take him. Oh, you got a rock in there. I would take him right out into the grass because our round pen is way up. I'm kind of thinking we might move it down closer to the barn for times like this. Oh, you're being so good. But basically, you just take him out and lunge him in a circle. And when you say lunge him, I'm meaning like stay on his tail, running his butt like it's the hardest work of his life out there, and the cross ties are a rest. And honestly, that's a lot of how you fix behavioral issues and riding. You know, horses are naturally lazy and they want to just stand around. So when they're behaving, and standing around, no sir, then, so I'm not going to release this hoof because he was just pulling it from me. When he's relaxed, then I'll drop it. Good boy. So he does not get to yank that from me. Okay, so, well, he's not the prettiest right now, but we're going to go up and get this time in. So let's go trek through the mud after we've cleaned out your feet. Go up to the ring. We're going to start in the round pen today. So you can see there's a lot of mud. That's why I didn't bother really brushing him off, because I knew he would just get filthy and I would have to redo it anyways. But we're going to start in the round pen, and my goal right now is to get him to stay in the canter and then work on his changes of directions. I'm not going to spend a ton of time doing this. I just kind of want to get him warmed up. We've done a lot of round penning with him, but not enough to where he's perfect. And so I'm just going to get him. Oh, that ball's in our way. See, he really doesn't know back yet. He does on the line, but not off the line. He just kind of, he's very sensitive to the pressure sometimes, and he's done a lot better with it recently. But I still sometimes when I'm lunging him and if I put the pressure on pretty heavy, he'll cross canter in the back, which he started doing when he first came, but he's outgrown that a lot. So he's come a long way. So I'm just going to let him trot around here for a minute. So this is the Clinton Anderson way to do it, is to kind of chase the tail and keep them going. Whereas Parelli, you want to stand there and get them to go around. So see, he stopped. So you kind of got to pick which way you want to do. Or start one way and then teach them later to do another way. I personally prefer the Clinton Anderson method on a lot of stuff, but there are some Parelli things that I like. So you see I have a webbed halter and lead rope. This is from Parelli. Clinton Anderson has the same thing. I don't recommend getting one from like Tractor Supply because they're just so junky, or a webbed halter. Web halters you're not going to want to use. You're going to want to use the roped halters. They're just a lot better, and they can't really pull against them. He's like, who are you talking to? It's like, I'm so confused. So, all right. So I'm going to ask him to pick up the canter here. So I'm going to point. There. Good boy. That. Keep it up. And if he breaks, I'm going to get in here and really turn up the heat a little bit. Come on. Come on. Good boy. So I kind of go back to neutral when he does what he's supposed to. Now he's stopping again. Come on. Good boy. Come on. It's like, the ball's in my way, Mom. Come on. Good boy. I know, you're so out of shape. Come on. So I'm back in neutral when he does what I want. Come on. Come on. And that teaches him, See, every time I talk, he stops. Good boy. But me going back to neutral teaches him he's doing good. All right, so I'm going to stop, take the pressure off, turn and look. He's going to come join up with me, and I'm going to give him a little break. He did pretty good. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good boy. So as long as he's here standing with me, he doesn't have to work. Doesn't have to work. If he leaves me, I put him back to work. So, yeah, we got to get back in shape. So we're going to go the other way. Oh, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Just going to do a little hindquarter yield here. Good boy. Good boy. This way. Good boy. Just kind of taking a step forward. There we go. Good boy. He's gotten a lot better at this. It's kind of moving all. There we go. There we go. Good boy. He's had quite some time off from actual training. We've ridden him a few times just around the property, but you know, he needs that constant training. So all right, so oh, don't leave me. Don't leave me. That butt out of my way. All right, I'm gonna ask him to leave me, but I want him to go the opposite way. So, wrong way. Oh, that butt came to me, which is not good. But, all right, he's going the way I want. Again, I'm not a professional. This is just me, and obviously that wasn't perfect. Oh, he's got a little more spunk this way, huh? Watch out for that ball. Oh, good. He answered as I just pointed. Good boy. Oh, we're on the wrong lead. Is that uncomfortable? Huh? There. Oh, now you're cross cantering. He's like, I don't know what to do. Come on. Whoa. Still cross cantering. Now he's switched leads. Whatever, you'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure before he came to me, he did not do much cantering. Because even in here, he was like, what gait is this? So he's come a long ways. Now, cross cantering again. taking the pressure off. Put it back on. There we go. Good boy. Ah, there we go. Good boy. So we're just out of shape. Holidays, kids, bad weather. We get a lot of rain here, so it just stays so muddy. Good boy. Getting tired, huh? Watch out for that fence. All right, so I'm gonna come this way. Oh, good boy. Good boy. So this is change of direction. Good boy. So I'm gonna go like this and in that shoulder. Good boy. This really does help a lot with respect from the horse. Come on. Come on. And it gets their brain thinking about you. So I'd love to be able to, yeah, good boy. I didn't have to go all the way. Good boy. Good boy. It's really cool to see that progress. Really cool. And him just picking up without me really lifting that string. Good boy. I'm gonna go here. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. You're so chunky. You're so chunky. Yeah, you warmed up good? Let's do it again. Good boy. Oh, don't you turn that butt to me. Get. Good boy. He's starting to get it. We've done this a couple times. Good boy. Good boy. Really practicing changes of direction, so it's taken him a while. Excuse me, sir. To really get what I'm asking. Like, I just want to be able to step like this. Yeah, we're getting better. Good boy. Come on in. Good boy. Nice. Nice. Whew. All right, I'm going to put this halter back on. That's a pretty good round penning session. I don't usually round pen every day, but since it's been a while, I wanted to, and I may not get a chance to ride, so I really wanted to work on his canter and just getting him to hold it longer. Same thing goes for under saddle, but ultimately this here in the round pen will help him. So I'm just going to work a little bit on backing. So I don't want him in my space. He likes to crowd. Thank you. Back. Thank you. Back. I'm going to keep at it until he gets his space and I get mine. Good boy. He can stay here with me, but you're not going to ride on top of me. All right. So we're going to back. Oh, goodness. Are you so tired? Yeah, good boy. See, so this is Clinton Anderson method mixed with Parelli. I'm kind of doing both here. Which, you know, I like the Parelli method because it teaches them you wave your finger and they back up. I mean, how cool is that? Like, I'm not always going to have a stick in my hand. He's like, who are you talking to? I can't focus. Get out there. You know, I think in the beginning stages of training, you really have to be willing to make mistakes. Like, this was not beautiful, you know, or perfect on my end or his. And I got to pick away here. Come on. So you up that pressure when he's not listening. Come on. All right, so I am going to do a little bit of the changes of direction. Nope, back. I think one of the biggest problems when you're learning is trying to give them clear cues, which right now I feel like I'm using like 4 different methods. So we're going to send him out this way. Good boy. And then I'm going to try. Good boy. Just good boy. See, him being a halflinger, he's not going to have that cutting horse back up and change direction. Come on. Come on. You know, he's a chunky halflinger, so out and step in. So he does pretty good. He's gotten a lot better. But I would love, yeah, you're coming in too close to me though. This is just a good boy. I would love to be able to step out like this. Yeah, he's not going. Step out like this. Get. Good boy. All right, so I'm just going to finish this off with a little hindquarter and forequarter yield. I'm just going to wrap that. Looking at his butt. I want him to pivot on this front left foot. It should, you moved it. It should stay in place. Good boy. Good boy. All right, and he's terrible about this one. Good boy. He's doing pretty good. He's moving his butt though. There. I want him to cross that front foot over. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Let's do the other side. He does really good with this. Pivoting. Oh boy. Don't nudge me. I can't stand the nudging. Can't stand it. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Ooh. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, much better this way. Good boy. Good boy. And I like to do just a little like desensitizing type stuff, especially when I'm in the round pen and I've got the little extra time too. I don't really have time to ride. So he does pretty good with this. Boy. Good boy. I mean, look how quiet he is. He's done pretty good with that. I've got another horse that's like crazy. So not so good. But it takes time. I mean, each day they'll be like, oh, that's it. And then less and less stuff will scare them that sounds like that or moves like that. So I'm not sure that we will get some ride time in later this afternoon. So that might be it for today. And that was pretty good. So we might just call it a day. What do you think? I wouldn't if I had more time, but you know, juggling mom life. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next training session.